Brittany, one of our volunteers who helps on the weekends with cleaning the clinic and feeding all the clinic kitties, playing with Autumn after all the rooms were cleaned. Autumn is doing so much better, and her head is looking so much less red, and she seems to be quite happy. She is still waiting for a foster. The kitties love it when volunteers come and play with them and give them extra attention, and volunteers are always welcome to come and hang out with them. After their exam last week, our courtroom puppies came in for all of their surgeries, so they all got spayed, neutered, microchipped, and their vaccines. They all did really well. This week we started out with lots of kitties. These 5 semi-feral babies came in. Then Sweet Autumn, of course, is still here and continuing to get better, and she's so happy and so sweet. Then, of course, the 7 kittens in the palace, and they are still crazy as could be. And then real quick, I just wanted to let anyone who might be watching know that the next few clips show some injuries, quick views, and surgery, and a very sad cat that might bother some. One of the puppies from a really sad situation over the weekend came in, an emergency rescue. Several puppies were pretty much starving to death, and then this one had a real bad injury on her head. And so far, it looks like it's healing really nicely. She's really shy around people, and Sherry's been working with her. She's had her since her rescue and been working on her socialization and taking care of her wound. Jose Cuervo is back today to have his hernia repaired. And then he's also got some pretty gross teeth that I'll work on while Dr. K is working on his hernia. So basically there's a small hole in his abdominal wall, and a very large amount of his intestines have squeezed their way through, and it's really not a safe thing at all for him. So basically Dr. K has to open him up, get all the intestines pushed back inside, and then put some suture to hold the abdominal wall closed. This guy is just being adorable as he's recovering from his own surgery.
What's the matter?
There were a few that were so loose they basically just came right on out. Then we got a call from one of our trappers. In one of her traps, she had caught a cat that she could tell was injured. She was seeing a lot of blood, but he was so scared and stayed hunched up she couldn't really tell what was wrong. When he got to the clinic, it was still pretty hard to tell. So we sedated him and got him out and found that his tail was completely broken off, but it was a complete mess.
So his tail came off nicely. She got his neuter done and a rabies vaccination. He got an injection for pain and an injection of antibiotics. So now we'll get him set up so he can recover for a day or two before we let him go. Alright, so now he is all set up in his little hideout where he'll stay preferably for about a week, but we will see how long he'll tolerate it. If he's bouncing off the walls, he's better off back out where he came from. Hi, baby. What's the matter? What happened?
The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, we got a call about a cat that someone looking at a house had opened the door to the utility closet and found laying in the floor. A lady had died at this house, and no one knew she had a cat. And at some point, this cat had snuck into the utility closet and gotten locked in there. So we're not really sure how long she's been there, but she's definitely very close to starving to death. We got her started on several meds to get her going, and then ran blood work and gave her some IV fluids, and then we got her transferred over to EBC for the holiday.
This completely blind cat was in the middle of the road, in the middle of the highway.
Forrest, as we named him, came in really rough shape. He's got a lot of missing hair from about his shoulders to his tail. He is FIV and FELV negative, but he's got some real bad ear mites. And it's hard to tell from the video, but he's very, very skinny. And then he's also got a real bad upper respiratory infection. So we got him all cleaned up and started on some meds and plenty of food and good clean water. Friday we got Shae picked up. She is doing a lot better as far as holding her head up and being more alert, but she's grinding her teeth together, which they sometimes do when they don't feel good, still refusing to get up and still refusing to eat or drink. So for now, we'll just continue supportive care.